Got Liam and Robbie on the Family Show this morning here at 96.5. As you head to work today, probably the first thing you're going to do is jump online. You'll check your social media feed. You'll see what's been happening in the last 24 hours. But there really is a dark side and a negative impact on what can be a very good thing, how social media affects us day to day. Can we introduce to you Richenda, who's a social media expert from Integrity Agency. Richenda, it can get a pretty dark world, the old internet, can't it?
It can. I know that we're all familiar with the concept of online bullying, and that might be something that you might be worried about yourself or your children. But there's actually a concept that people are talking about a lot now around public shaming, something that we as a united group decided should be banished over 100 years ago, has come back online. And this concept is that people are being held to account or publicly shamed or told that what they've done is good, bad or wrong. And sometimes that is by a mistake that they've made, that's a genuine mistake, but sometimes it's a complete misunderstanding that can really snowball. So that's, I guess, the extreme version. But the other, I guess, dark side to it is sometimes in the way that we interact with one another. Sometimes the things that we say online or the things that we write, we would never say in person. We can be a lot harsher, a lot more judgmental when we have the anonymity of a computer behind us than we would ever be face-to-face.
I mean, it's sad, isn't it? I mean, you could pass it away as saying, oh, well, it's just human nature, but it is sad that people are really quick to want to think the worst of other people, aren't they?
It really, it's sad to say, but that often is the case. Or, you know, they might have an argument and they feel like that argument is unended, and then they'll go online and post an article or say something in a way that they couldn't end that argument face to face. So it's really, I guess, this extension of what's going on inside our minds or inside our hearts.
I guess it's one of those things too that when you're home alone or you're reading your social media feed wherever you may be in the privacy of your own, sanctuary, your own safety, it can play on your nerves. It keeps you up at night. You lose sleep over it. Is it a case of just watching what you watch, or putting your head in the sand and just turning it off altogether? I mean, how do you navigate your way through some of the negativity we see online?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think first you have to be mindful of what you're consuming, like even from the type of pages that you like being mindful, are they negative? Are they mostly, I guess, gossip related or looking to tear people down? Or are there, there's a lot of very positive, beautiful online communities as well. Before I started Integrity, I worked at World Vision for 5 years, and we built large online communities there, and so many not-for-profits or so many positive content places like Upworthy are sharing stories of beauty and inspiration. So it's about choosing, where are you going to invest your time and heart and picking wisely. And then also if you do start, I guess, feeling that negativity, just to be aware and mindful of it and then take that time away from the computer. I know for me personally, I make sure that on my holidays, I have my phone off. That I'm not connected to the internet. But you might set a time for yourself, say after 6 p.m. My husband and I have that rule, phones away at 6 p.m., just to make sure that you're distancing yourself from everything you consume.
And do you think that if you do get where something has offended you, or you feel you are being, incorrectly appraised for something you've said or done online, it's best just to walk away? Exactly the same thought pattern in a physical face-to-face altercation, don't bite at it. Don't react to it. Just stop the hate and then step away. Do you think that's important?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it depends on your relationship with the person. If it's somebody that I would take it to them first and have a conversation if you're comfortable with that, if you want to keep that relationship. If it's somebody that might be toxic or negative in your life, then absolutely stepping away, considering unfriending them. I mean, the benefit of online is that you can delete comments as much as you can. I mean, if it spirals or snowballs at something else, but definitely distancing yourself. But if you really value that relationship, go to that person and talk that out.
You know, I reckon even the best social media posts, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, just can't compete with the impact of a real face-to-face interaction. Yeah. And I think we're losing that. Doesn't matter how good it is online. If you can't say it in real life, it doesn't count. So, I mean, Robbie and I, you know, we got a lot of people that listen to this show. We get a lot of praise on Facebook. We get a lot of comments on Facebook. Yeah. They go the other way, and I think I would never say that to your face.
Yes.
You know, you can have your crack and say what you like, but you wouldn't say it to me face-to-face. And I reckon even if you did, we'd talk them round. We're like, well, okay, if that's what you think.
You get the full side of the story.
Yeah, we'd be able to,
everything's based on one part, isn't it?
So true.
Yeah.
Lovely to have you on for a bit of a chat. Richenda Vermeulen is a social media expert from Integrity Agency. Nice to chat to you. We'd love to get you on again and talk about this ever-changing, ever-evolving world that seems to be sucking us in more and more every day. That is social media. Nice to chat, hey?
Well, look, thanks. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Take care. We're families always. Number one here at 96.5.